honestly, in this case, we do what we want, when we want, and honestly make as much money as we want to. So I recommend every single person in this room keep an open mind to really what we're going to say, because it's going to sound crazy, I can tell you right now. It's definitely going to sound different, but dude, it's happening. So keep an open mind. But real quick, I'm Jesse Mundt, I'm 19 years old. You know, not a grown-ass man up here in a suit and tie. You know, I'm from Rockaway, New Jersey, like 20 minutes from here. But I heard about this 9 months ago, like every other person in this room, from a friend. Okay, our friend Maggie DePippo, she came to me, you know, introduced me to this guy right here, Kish. 20 years old, he'll get into his numbers, but he was throwing out this lifestyle to me, you know, telling me I can make a lot of money, you know, all these cars, you know, about all these kids making a lot of money. Flat out, it appealed to me. I was never skeptical. I was always an ambitious kid, you know, always kept an open mind to really new ways to make money. So, you know, I got involved and it's absolutely, you know, changed my life. So I really recommend every single person, once again, keep an open mind because it's changed my life. But my biggest thing to everybody is it's happening. Okay, there's no one else, there's really nothing else anymore that can contest this. There's success story after success story after success story, perfect, you know, success stories right here. But it's a proven industry. Okay, it did over $137 billion. They'll touch upon it. Network marketing. It's nothing new, guys. I'm sure you know what Avon is. Amway, Herbalife, Mary Kay, all $10 to $13 billion companies. But it's never seen this before. The circumstances are perfect. Raise your hand if you drink energy drinks, Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, Gatorade, Powerade, every single person. The energy drink industry is grown by the millions, if not billions, every single year from our age group. You're ever spending money, stop spending money on that bullshit. Excuse my language, you know, all that liquid poison, dude. And it's transferred over to this, honestly. But it's the circumstances are perfect. Like I said, it's never seen this before. Think about it. Raise your hand if you have Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Probably every single person. Probably got over 1,000 friends on Facebook. Okay, it's never seen our networks before. It's never seen our technology. And really, think about that. We can contact thousands of people and click a button through our phones. All these companies got $10 to $13 billion a year with moms, dads, and grandmas that have like 3 friends each that like type like this, dude. Think about that. You know what I mean? It's never seen this, so just imagine how big this thing's gonna get. Look at Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg introduced this to like 15 people. 13 told me it was crazy, 2 showed up. Now they're worth billions and billions of dollars. Think about that. It's like we're not here saying this is gonna be the next Facebook, but it is, dude. It's happening. Look what happened. I guarantee every single person in this room talked shit on Facebook, Twitter, everything before you got it. But look what happened. Your friends got it and you thought it was cool. He told 5 people, that told 5 people, that told 5 people, and now look what happened. Every single person in this room has it. You know, so all I can really say is it's happening, dude, but it's much more than just this orange can. It's much more than just Vemma or Verb, guys. It's a different way of thinking. And that's what I want you to realize, because think about it, when you guys were little kids, I guarantee you know, your parents told you to be anything you wanted to be, right? Whether it was, you know, a freaking scientist, a teacher up here, professional sport player, a ninja, whatever the hell it was. You know, but the fact is, the reality is, when you started to grow up, your parents taught you the only way to be successful is you have to get you have to go to school. You have to get those good grades, right? You know, you have to go to college like Montclair, get those good grades once again, you know, get a resume and go find a job. You know, beg someone to get a job. But what's a job? Seriously, think about that. To work for the next 50 years, you know, for 40 hours a week and retire at 40% of your income. That's insane to me. To be average, to be like everybody else. So I took a look at my parents, realized they didn't have the house I wanted, they didn't have the cars I wanted, the lifestyle, and realized that 3% of this population owns 97% of the money. Why? Because they just thought differently to get a different result. So that's why in this case, I follow these guys right here. Okay, I'll introduce them in a second, but 20 years old, making at least $250,000 a year in this company right now. Because they know what they're talking about. They have a clear vision of what they want. So I mean, all I recommend, you know, real quick to get into my story before I hand it off to these guys, you know, once again, I'm 19 years old. You know, I made that split decision that I was going to really make this thing work for myself. Linked arms with these guys. I introduced this to 3 people 9 months ago. Only 3 people, because in this business, it's not about who you know. Okay, it's about who the next person knows and who they know and who they know. Okay, from there on out, we turned 3 people into an active network of over 1,200 kids now, consuming product within my business, grown by over 200 kids last week alone, which is absolutely insane. You know, I got the car, and then I'm on track to this rank called Star Executive this month, which by the numbers is around like $80K a year. But once again, we're not here. Ashley didn't bring us here. You know, nobody brought here to really, for us to brag about our numbers, you know, to boast by anything. We're not here to do that. We're just here to show we're average-ass kids that I had no idea what the hell I was talking about 9 months ago. I had no marketing background ever. I always wanted to be a police officer. What I'm trying to say is if I can do this, guys, anybody in this room can. So lastly, keep an open mind. I'm going to introduce Tyler Small. These 2 really, once again, brought me up to the person, you know, to really where I'm at in this business. Tyler Small, he's one of the big names in this company, one of the fast growing accounts. He's about to hit this rank probably called either Star Presidential or Ambassador, which is at least $200K a year. So I really, really recommend every single person keep an open mind to what he has to say.
Cool, thank you. Cool, yeah, so what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing? Good, hopefully, and the weather's nice, which is good. I've been out in San Diego with this guy, Luke. I'll introduce him a little bit. He lives out there. You know, I've been out in San Diego, Las Vegas, so the weather out there is phenomenal. I come back here and it's like shit. It just like puts you in a bad mood. You know, happy to be out here, guys, today. You know, I'm with my buddy Justin Kendall, some people out from UD. We're kind of traveling around the next few days, up through New Jersey, up through Boston, Connecticut, those areas, just spreading the word and sharing the story. So, you know, like Jesse said, guys, my name's Tyler Small. Real quick, who's new to this? Just show of hands, who's new to the concept? You're not involved? Okay, cool. So about half the room. Perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, first thing first, guys, thank you for coming out. We really do appreciate your time. I know it's valuable. You know, if you've got things going on, feel free to run. I know some people sit there like awkwardly, like, I gotta go, and I don't shut up because I get really excited about this stuff. But yeah, I mean, you know, hopefully you'll leave with something after, you know, you hear from myself and Luke and some of these guys. But my name's Tyler Small, guys. I was a freshman at Penn State last year, which is actually where I met this kid, Andrew Yeager. A lot of people involved already. You're familiar with his name. Big name in this company. He's doing really well. Met this kid just by chance, which is kind of crazy, guys. I applied to like 6 different schools. Had I not made the decision to go to Penn State, had I not been put on or in Stone Hall, the dorm room, like 3 rooms down from this kid, Andrew Yeager, who went to high school with Luke, and became good friends with Andrew through the Greek system. I did, you know, the whole fraternity thing at Penn State. I'll be the first to tell you it was a lot of fun, but looking back, was drinking way too much, smoking, just doing things that, I mean, I'm just being straight with you guys, doing things that were very unproductive, which is what a lot of college kids do with, you know, our free time. And, you know, wasn't really going anywhere fast with my, in terms of my financial future. So looking back, you know, I met this kid, Andrew, we became good friends. He would later go on to introduce this to me. So had those circumstances not aligned, guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. And chances are this wouldn't be happening today. So kind of crazy how such a small thing has completely re-geared my entire course of life, guys. But he sat me down, he introduced me to Verve, you know, in this company called Vemma, which I'm going to tell you guys a lot about. And I was intrigued by the product, to say the least. You know, Vemma, guys, I learned is a health and wellness company based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. It's an acronym for vitamins, essential minerals, mangosteen, and aloe vera. So essential minerals are 65 plant-source minerals in each dose of this Vemma formula. Mangosteen is a superfruit imported from Southeast Asia, really high in antioxidants, proven to help type 2 diabetes, eliminate free radical cells in your body, which cause cancer. So, and aloe vera, which is, you know, obviously great. So, this liquid nutritional supplement is kind of what the company is based around. And, you know, I was like, you know, that's pretty cool. I was living by a very, very unhealthy lifestyle. Being in the frat, I was sick like every other day. You guys, I don't know if anyone's been to a Penn State fraternity house, but it's just like disgusting. I had experience living there one semester, but I really I wasn't taking vitamins. You know, I was again doing all the kinds of things you don't want to be doing if you're trying to maintain a healthy life. So the product intrigued me. I learned about Verve. Okay, so like one of our 6 different products, guys. We have the protein line, we have the weight loss line, the kids multivitamin, different things like that. But Verve is this all natural. You see it on the can. I mean, it sounds kind of cheesy, but insanely healthy energy, right? And essentially, it's this all natural, healthy energy drink. They put the 2-ounce liquid nutritional supplement Vemma into it. At 80 milligrams natural caffeine and purified water, and all of a sudden, guys, you have a product that, like Jesse said, everyone raised their hand. We're all spending money on Starbucks, you know, Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, you know, whatever it is, Red Bull, Rockstar Monster, 5-Hour Energy, Powerade, Gatorade, soda at Chipotle. There's probably, you know, one here. Chipotle is good. But all this, you know, all these things, that guys, if it's not water, in my eyes, it's really just a waste of money. Most of the shit's unhealthy. Excuse my language, but and it's not, you're not getting anything out of going and buying a Red Bull and recommending it to all your friends. You know, oh, it makes great with that vodka last night, right? Your friend goes and tries it. You get no credit for that. So I figured, at the very least, you know, Verve's a cool product. I like it, guys. First step, if you're new, try the product. That's why it's here. You know, I don't see too many Verves out in the crowd. So before you leave, grab some product, take a few with you, show a friend. That's what it's here for, guys. But I tried Verve. I saw a lot of potential in this. I figured, hey, why not just transfer dollars, buy Verve monthly, 2 cases a month to have an active business. Obviously, this concept of making money was intriguing, but 48 cans a month, drink 1 a day. It's like $2.80 a can, so priced just like anything else, and put a better product in my body, right? It made sense. So, and then I started to kind of understand this business, although I was very skeptical. So if you're in the room and you're skeptical, good, because I feel like when skeptical people, granted, don't be closed-minded. It's the worst way to live life. They say your mind's best works best like a parachute when it's open, right? So I've had so many people that haven't even given me the time of day just because they think they know what they don't. So I applaud you guys for coming out and at least taking a listen. You're obviously not obligated to do anything. You're just here to listen. If it's not for you, probably don't do it because I don't want to see anyone waste their time and money, and we don't want to waste our time. We're kind of here to sort through people that have a need for it, and we can then fill it. But I was very skeptical in terms of the business. I was working a job for like $10 an hour. That's what I knew. That's what I was used to. I'm sure a lot of people in the room can relate. So I sat down. I was skeptical but not closed-minded. I started to try to pick this thing apart. I was trying to find a flaw in it. That's just how I'm programmed. I wanted to prove these guys wrong. They'll tell you, I hit them up every single day with new questions, some stupid questions, some questions didn't even make sense. But and long story short, he gave me all the answers, and that's when I was like, wow. So the only flaw in this type of business, guys, if you come in and don't do anything, you'll not make any money. You won't make any money. So essentially, I saw that, it's performance-driven, meaning your income's driven by performance. If you don't perform, you'll make no money. I've always been really, really ambitious. Hopefully that's a quality that some of you feel like you share, to where I didn't want to work that job for $10 an hour. I felt like I was more valuable to the marketplace. I wanted to go and outperform the kid next to me that was high and making just as much money as I was, although I was working harder. I wanted the ability to have no income cap and go and to make as much money as I want. And I simply saw, guys, Vemma and this concept of network marketing, word-of-mouth marketing, as my vehicle to go and to do that. So like he said, dude, I'm going to try to help you guys dig below the surface, see that this is more than just energy drinks. Some people are like, we get hate all the time. We love it. But some people are like, how are you going to become a millionaire off energy drinks? And I'm like, you just don't understand what you're talking about at all. And that's fine. I'll let those people go. But it's much, like Jesse said, much more than that. But guys, credibility, I was skeptical again. Vemma's been out for 8 years now, guys. We did $117 million in revenue last year. If this were any kind of scam or scheme, it would have been shut down by the government. Not to mention we're taxed by the IRS. So we had to file tax with the IRS, send a W-9. We're sole proprietor in their eyes, building a home-based business, essentially. So understand that, guys, if this were anything sketchy, it's different. Different's good. Why? Because if you do what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everyone else has. And right now, it's not much. Think about all the people you know, all your friends. We wake up on the weekends with a hangover, no money in our bank account. 10 months ago, I was hitting on my dad every weekend. I'm like, if you dump $20 in my account, just trying to squeeze every penny out of him, and I hated doing that. But that's just how a lot of college students live. It sucks. But again, guys, credibility. I learned this is the official drink of 3 professional sports teams: the Charlotte Bobcats, Charlotte Bobcats, Phoenix Coyotes, Phoenix Suns. Company's based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. It fell into his lap just naturally being out on the West Coast freshman year at San Diego State. He'll tell his story. But Dr. Oz, guys, #1 watch face on TV. Who's heard of Dr. Oz? Just a show of hands. If not, you probably know his boss, Oprah Winfrey. Luke likes to say she's like a god. She's not even a real human. She's worth like billions. So to have him or Dr. Oz had the product on a show on the table like that is the #1 watch face on TV, talking about how it's his favorite alternative to healthy energy and his favorite fatigue fighter, right? So he supports the product. If it's good enough for him, good enough for me. But guys, Oprah's not going to sign off on anything if it's going to hurt or risk her reputation, right? If this were any kind of scheme. Then you look at, the Better Business Bureau, we have accreditation with them. The list goes on and on. My point being, guys, we're not here to scam anyone. Some people are like, it's some kind of scam. You just don't understand the difference between the network marketing industry and what would be illegal. Okay, so go and do your own research. We encourage that. You look in the right places, you're going to find the right information. Don't go and see that it's a scam on Google and they provide no information as to why. Don't go and see that it's the best idea in the world on Google and see that they provide no information why. When I was looking into this thing, wherever it said a scam, they had no backing. They had no reasoning for why. But then I looked into, how it's, if you come in, you work at it, you can make money. If you don't do anything, you can't. So I knew at that point it was something I was willing to give a shot at. But fundamentally, kind of how it works, I'm going to kind of just try to keep this short and sweet. I want to pass it to Luke in a few minutes here. But guys, it's network marketing, word-of-mouth marketing. You guys have all heard of Red Bull, right? They're a $6 billion company. They spend nearly $1 billion a year on traditional advertising in the retail space. They pay Shaun White like $1.3 billion, I think was the contract he just got out of for 3 years. 1.3 million, sorry, I meant to say billion, for each of the 3 years to wear a Red Bull sticker on his helmet, guys, and go and do backflips at the X Games. Your little brother sees that on TV and he thinks it's the coolest shit in the world and he's going to go and buy a Red Bull. So they spend all this money on these things, guys, that just, with the changes in society that are happening, they're so irrelevant. When's the last time you went on YouTube and you actually waded through the advertisement to watch your video? I go on every time and I'm just like, Jesus, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip that. And chances are, guys, the video,
you're watching is a video you heard from that was good from a good friend of yours. Word of mouth. So my point being, guys, is with social media and technology and us becoming so interconnected as a network and as a society, we know what our friends have got going on at all times. We're telling our friends about new products, songs, Drake songs. Luke will hit me up daily almost with a new Drake song. I'll go on, I'll download it on the spot. Does he get credit for that? No. So it's like we're doing it all the time already. Guys, word of mouth is becoming so powerful and sought after nowadays. These companies within this industry, they attack that. So Vemma says, hey, we're going to take 50 cents on every dollar we make in revenue. We're going to pay that back out to our consumer base. People that like Verb a lot, they're going to become a consumer of it, but are taking this extra step. It's your personal choice. This extra step or initiative to go on and to share it with your family and friends. Very simple, right? And you come in as a brand partner as opposed to a consumer or a customer, you're left with your website. My website's tylersmallmyname.vemma.com. I can direct my family, friends, whoever, to that website to purchase product. When they buy it, Vemma sends it to them, I'm giving the credit. It's very simple, guys. But it's like if say, Jesse, my buddy over here, I sit down with him with Verb, and he really likes it, but he's like, you're making money with this thing? And he sees my new car. You guys can check out his, it's outside. And my buddy Justin, shout out to him, just got his, we drove up in it, which is sick. But if they're like, damn, dude, I want to become, part of this thing. I want to lock arms with you, work together as a team. It's very team-oriented. We can get into that. And make money with this thing together. So if I bring Jesse in, he wants to become a brand partner with me. He buys product from me. That's where I'm compensated. And guys, doesn't limit him to less money. You've got to understand that. You can outwork anyone anywhere. It all comes back to how you build out and manage your particular business, which you've got to understand. So it's all on you, which I like, because I can work hard and make more than anyone in Vemma. But again, Jesse, we lock arms together. Maybe he's got a cousin in Texas at a big school, gets excited, blows up. 0 to 1,000 orders in the next 12 months. Had I not known Jesse or gone through Jesse, I would have never found that kid. But because I did, I'm compensated then on all that sale, which is scary. So he kind of touched on it, guys. It's not limited to who you know, it's who they know, and who they know when done right. You bring a few of your friends, your squad, your group of boys, girls, you have your girlfriends, dude, and you come together and you work together on this thing to expand the network of people drinking Vemma's products, a phenomenal product, make it bigger. Vemma's making more money. They have more money to pay out to people like you and I. It's a very cool concept when you really break it down. Hopefully that's starting to make sense, guys. In the last 10 months I've been involved, I've introduced it to only 14 people. Only 6 stuck with it. They see the big picture, they're working with it, which doesn't surprise me. People quitting everything in life. I'll be the first to tell you I've quit in sports, instruments, a lot of shit. But school. But yeah, guys, 6 stuck with it. See the big picture, guys. Run with the runners. You work. A lot of people do a little bit of people do a lot. Again, we just sort through maybe one person in this room, and I can even tell by becoming engaged with the crowd, like who is actually interested, which is kind of cool. But it may be one person that it clicks with, and we work with them, we run with them. It can turn into again 1,000 orders. So guys, the 6 I've worked with, you run with the runners, have turned into a network of over 2,000 people in 10 months. It's crazy, right? 2,000 people buying on average 2 cases a month from Vemma. Could be my dad who buys the protein to drink it monthly. Jesse, for example, Ashley, a lot of these guys building the business. We've teamed up, we're working together. Maybe Joe Schmo's got a pizza shop downtown. I don't even know where the hell we're at. Is it Montclair, New Jersey? Okay. Maybe he's selling bourbon out of the pizza shop. Whatever the intention is, because of the work I've gone out and done, you've got to be a go-getter. I've gone and spread this company and brand via word of mouth. I'm being compensated for that. So 2,000 people on average, 2 cases a month, 300 grand in revenue dollars the company sees come from me each and every month, guys. Because of how my business is, again, managed and balanced, I hit the rank of presidential like a month ago, which by the numbers is about 100 grand a year. My goal this month is ambassador, which is a little bit of a stretch, but I'm going after it, which would put me at closer to $250,000. Luke, guaranteed to hit that this month. He'll touch on his numbers and his goals, which is scary, guys. I'm 20 years old, no hours, no boss. I'm standing up here talking to you guys about something that I thought was complete BS 10 months ago. And I've just worked my ass off after I saw it was possible, guys, and this is the reward. So, again, I want to just touch on just a few more things before I let Luke come up, just because this is like my favorite part to talk about. I don't like running through the fundamental stuff, it's boring. But guys, I've learned that I was sat down and, hey, network marketing, direct sales is the second highest paid profession in the world behind pro athletics. I didn't know that. I'm not, 6 foot, can't dunk a basketball. I'm not going pro in any sport, so why not try the next big thing, no? And learn it's one of, if not the fastest growing industries in the world right now because of how, again, times are changing. Social media is taking over, no? So it's like, why not adapt or find a business model that adapts to those changes? It makes perfect sense. Because the one thing I've taken from this is, quick show of hands, this is my favorite question to ask people. Who in here wants to be wealthy and successful in the one life you live? I would hope every hand goes up, or maybe you're just like lying on your back being lazy. But everyone in here does. No one wants to live, paycheck to paycheck. I want to be financially free and experience time freedom. Like Ashley said, she doesn't want to have to say no. I can't go because I have work, or I can't go because I can't afford it. I have people in my business, they say, if you could go anywhere in the world with one person, where would it be and who would you take? A lot of people say, mom, dad, girlfriend, go to Aruba, Hawaii, wherever. I'm like, why can't you? Well, I can't afford it. Dude, money, everything costs money in today's day and age. Yeah, it sucks, but it's the reality of it. So it's like everyone wants to be wealthy and successful. I did 10 months ago. I said, I have no idea, no plan of action, no tangible vehicle that I can go and actually make that happen until this fell into my lap, guys. And the one thing I've learned is that if you want to be wealthy and successful in life, probably follow and study someone that's done it. It's very simple. People overcomplicate life with physics, biology, a lot of shit, and you guys probably would agree with me. You're here at school taking classes that don't even relate to your major. How does that make any sense? I was taking communications courses. I was a mechanical engineer. Like, what the hell is, like, they don't even go hand in hand. Or English, that's an even better one. I was writing papers about things I weren't even interested in. I was trying to go and study cars and go and do that, my passion, right? So, my point being, guys, 10 months ago, everyone in my life, my parents, Jesse touched on it, my dad, makes $100,000 a year. I'll just be straight with you. He works 6 days a week. He comes home 10 o'clock at night, turns on the TV, eats dinner, goes to bed, wakes up 8 o'clock. The next morning, does that 6 days in a row. Thinks he'll retire at like 65, 70 years old. Dude, that's not the life I want. When he told me this wouldn't work, I was like, yeah, that's your opinion. It's my money. I'm going to do what I want. Dude, take that risk. You've got to give up to go up anywhere in life. You've got to spend money to make money anywhere in life, guys. Think about stock, traditional business, real estate, right? Because otherwise, you're trading your time for money, which is the worst way to do it. Everyone has 24 hours in the day. You can't create more time. You can create more money. So that means find a way to where your money works for you as opposed to working hard for it. Residual or passive income. It's a very powerful thing. But again, guys, I've started reading books by very successful people. You guys know Donald Trump. It's like $9 billion net worth. Warren Buffett, right? Most successful investor of all time. Bill Gates, Microsoft. You look at Robert Kiyosaki, author of the #1 business book of all time, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You guys may be familiar with that. Books like that you've read, guys, very highly respected and successful businessmen. It just so happens, guys, they speak very highly of this industry. So am I going to listen to my friend that makes $8 an hour and tells me it's a scam? Why? Because he heard from his friend it's a scam that has no idea what he's talking about. Or am I going to listen to Donald Trump, Warren Buffett, guys? If Michael Jordan was outside bouncing a basketball, I was like, yeah, lock arms with me for the next 3 years, and I'm going to teach you to do what I did and be the best basketball player of all time. Would you follow him? I probably would. There's a lot of money in that, right? So dude, if Warren Buffett was sitting at, in that chair with a paper and pens, like, sit down with me. I own 3 of these companies. One's Pampered Chef. Your parents know what that is. And he's like, I'm going to help you build a very successful network marketing company. Would you listen to him? He's worth like $50 billion. Yeah, most people would say yes, whatever it takes, right? There's ups and downs with anything in life, guys. I would sit down with him. So my point being, guys, I'm 20 years old and I've made this work in the last 11 months. Not to sound cocky, but yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. I would consider myself a professional network marketer, seeing that Luke and I and a lot of these people, yeah, dude, we've done what adults it would take years to do, successful adults in this industry, in half, if not a third the time. Dude, because it's never happened before with young people. You can't put statistics on what we're doing. You can't compare it to anything in the past. Dude, it's like if Facebook, Zuckerberg was told it wouldn't work by 13, like Jesse said, out of the 15 people he introduced it to. If I was one of those 13 people, I don't know what the hell I'd do. Probably throw my head through that wall. Dude, 2 people said, yeah, I'm going to believe in you. They're not worth billions because they believe in an idea, guys. When enough young people get excited about a concept, look what happened with Facebook. What's going to happen with this? When there's 3 BMWs at Montclair, the 2 are outside now, there's a 6-figure income at every school, there's nothing left. And that's the revolution. And real quick before I pass to Luke, sorry, there's not much left to say, guys. You've got to understand that networking is the most powerful thing in the world, right? It's not who you know, it's not what you know, rather who you know. If me and Jesse, if Jesse has better credentials, we sit down in front of the CEO of a massive company, and I know him, I've got a family friend that knows him, I'm going to get the job, let's be honest. So networking is so powerful nowadays. What's going to happen in 2, 3, 5 years from now when Luke and I, we're like, yeah, Vemma was fun, we're going to walk away from it. It's going to continue to grow, it's going to continue to pay us, and you're in a network with a lot of people that think differently. Like he said, it's a different way of thinking. Because you come in and you study personal development and self-education, the shit they don't teach us in school. And then I'm like, yo, Luke and I, we have all this capital from Vemma. Let's go. I've got this idea. A buddy of mine, he's got this massive apartment complex. I think we put out this amount of dollars down. We pay this monthly. We'll have it paid off in this period of time, and then it's smooth sailing. Dude, residual. Income. And we go in on that together, guys. The possibilities are endless, and that's what I'm most excited for. You got to understand, Vemma's just a first step in that direction, guys. So that's really my story. Definitely understand what you've stumbled in on. ask questions, do your research. I've got to run with Justin and Kendall afterwards, or these guys are going to stick around, answer questions. Thank you again for coming out. I'm going to pass to my buddy Luke. He's been my mentor throughout this entire thing. He's just going to say a few words, guys. His numbers are scarier than mine, and he's if not the best in this entire company. You'll see his name all over YouTube. It's fortunate you guys, got to have him at your school. So with that, Luke.
Well, yeah, I think you pretty much covered everything that there was to cover, but I'm Luke, thanks for coming out. What I want everyone here to take away from this, if you take away anything, is take away that it's worth it. We've been in the game a little bit longer, but it's working for, not just us, but, a lot of young people now. I live out in San Diego, and this thing's been going on a little bit, and there's 4 kids at my school at the cusp of, $500,000 a year. So it's catching traction. And where have you seen groups of people? We'll be at Brick, New Jersey now with 150 kids packed in a basement with no beer, no alcohol, no weed, dude. To talk about a way to change your life, to make money. So you guys need to understand, dude, how to make money is changing. My dad told me, because I came home, he said, I'm like, Dad, I think I'm gonna make a lot of money. He's like, don't do it. Sounds too good to be true, it probably is, okay? He got a full scholarship to Princeton, it's a good school. He works for ExxonMobil, it's the biggest company in the whole entire world. He's got a really good position that only a few people can do. He's been there for 30 years. I'll pass him in income as a 20-year-old who dropped out of school in the next 2 months, okay? So what you guys gotta understand, how to make money in America is changing. Whether you change or not, how to make money is changing. You think about it, our parents, they had Tonka trucks and baseballs and baseball bats as toys. We had Power Rangers, okay? Now kids have iPhone 5s and iPads, dude. It's all changing. You have to understand, how to make money in America is changing. And the coolest part about this, because when we started, it was up in the air. It's not. It's not. I met a kid 11 months ago making a few grand a week at 22. And that was it. I was like, I want that. And I made the decision that night to change. Because guys, if you don't do anything different, if you go to bed in this state tonight, you wake up tomorrow morning in this state, you don't change something in between, nothing is going to change. And everybody in this room, you're a human being, dude. You have 24 hours a day. Buffett has 24 hours in a day, okay? People that struggle financially have 24 hours in a day. How you spend your time and how you think dictates your income. We teach it. We teach you how to be the best version of yourself so you can make money. And you have us holding your hand every single step of the way. I couldn't have done it without Tyler, without Jesse. They couldn't have done it without me. I couldn't have done it without Brad. And it's a big information trade. It's a volunteer army of people that are all working together to build this network out to make money. Whether or not, and this isn't to be an ass, to be that serious, because I'm seeing what's going on. My group grew by about 500 last week, right? Whether anybody in this room signs up, whether I quit, Vemma's still going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, dude. It's still going to be one of the biggest things that ever happened in network marketing. Believe me or not, I don't really care. I feel like if you think about it, you'll come to the conclusion that makes sense for you too, okay? With or without anybody, it's going to get big. There will be a 6-figure earner at every college campus in the whole country. Whether it's you or somebody else, someone's going to bring it here. Whether you tell your friend or your friend tells you, it's going to happen. Mark my words. And this is something that works for everybody that works. And the more you work, the more it will work. It's a really, really cool concept, dude. So guys, we're on the front end of something that's going to be really, really big. I've been doing this for 11 months. I've introduced it to 20 people. Really not that many. 10 stuck with it. If you think about your Facebook, your phone book, dude, all your friends either hate their jobs or can't find a job or feel like they're underpaid. Are looking for a way to make money. Need something, dude. Your whole school, half of them will get jobs, and half of them won't even be working at Best Buy selling cell phones, dude. It's bad out there. We're almost forced to do something like this. All right? 10 that stuck with it is the reason I have over 4,000 orders of Verve going through my group monthly. We're at 1,200 orders of that. You're at a 6-figure income. And within the next 60 to 90 days, this thing should be paying me $500,000 a year. And I don't say it to brag, but hopefully, dude, you see a normal-ass kid that's at the front of a room right now, is 20 years old and not special, that saw some people who had what I wanted for once in my life, okay? At first decided not to listen, which makes no sense, because we follow people that are broke and don't have what we want. Because in your mind, dude, like I said, you want to be successful, you want to be wealthy, you want to have nice things, yet you do what people did that don't have that. If you want to make a lot of money, which everyone here does, you need to do something where you can, all right? And we talk these big numbers, because that's how I think. But dude, what would an extra 500 or 1,000 a month do? Imagine if you took this thing seriously during summer, no job, no boss, no hours.
With your friends.
With your friends, and you're making an extra 500 to 1,000 a month, dude. And from there, you'll see, holy shit, 1,200 people, 6-figure income, 52 million kids in school, 16 million new freshmen, open in 60 countries. Because it's not often that these companies get big, guys. And when they do, they get big. and where you're at the beginning and you get them big, your bank account gets big. So that's where we're at. So guys, right place, right time, right opportunity. Successful people, do they see these things and they make the best of them? Unsuccessful people that see the same exact opportunity and do nothing about it. Apple in the 90s, would invest, he would rich. He already went over it. You know, we all say the same shit, all right? So take away anything, take that it's working. We're not here to sell you shit. If it's not for you, dude, no hard feelings, okay? But if it is, we will help you. Because if you're growing, if you're a success story, if you're driving around in a BMW, which isn't hard, by the way, I have 50 people in my group now after 11 months at the car level or higher, okay? If you're telling your story, your business is growing, you're making money, we're growing. So that's what we're looking for. And then lastly, don't leave here excited, and he kind of touched on it, and talk to someone that has no idea what they're talking about. And they say, oh, it's a computer, oh, it's a scam. Dude, look at the person. Do they have anything you want? Like, does this guy have the car you want, the house you want, the lifestyle you want? If the answer is yes, listen. If the answer is, and he'll probably say yes, probably a good idea. And if the answer is no, then dude, just don't listen to him. You love, trust, respect, mom, dad, your friends. If they have no idea how to make money, dude, they have no idea how to make money. You wouldn't take advice from someone how to golf, can't the ball off the tee. So this thing's working. Other than that, how to get started, you place an order for product. You go to whoever invited you here tonight, they like, trust, respect you, they want to do business with you, not at you, not like, here, buy this shit so I can make money. It's like, yo, let's all lock arms and let's build this network out. That's why I'm out here right now from San Diego. Okay, after this, we have 4 meetings a day for the next 3 days. I'm going up to Boston, from Boston, North Carolina to Florida, from Florida to Chicago, and then up to Oregon, Washington, San Francisco, LA, Orange County, down to San Diego. That's all I'm doing, dude. You know, so that's why we're here. How to get started? You buy Verve 2 cases for $150 or a builder pack, which is 7 for $500. If you're gonna be serious with the business, buy the builder pack, okay? And that's not to sell you more shit. It's going to help you get paid with the frenzy bonus. So you come on a builder pack, you enroll 3 people in a week, you make $700. 400 of which are because you bought that builder pack. Okay, so that bonus is gonna get you paid until your network of orders gets larger. And then if you buy the builder pack, once you hit a level called Diamond, which is about 110 orders, they give you $400 a month towards a BMW or Mercedes. And like I said, I mean, there's 2 or 3 outside right now, and I have 50 in my group, you know? So you can do it, dude. I don't feel like at this point anybody doubts what you would do. Don't doubt yourself, and your free time, you're not doing something more important than learning how to make money, developing yourself as a person. So I encourage you all, connect with me on Facebook, connect with him on Facebook. It'll raise your belief level, because what's going on right here is going on all around the freaking country, dude. And we're on the front end of something big. Like 11 months from now, there's people right there, like sitting here, that can make the decision tonight to be standing where we're at, dude. Everyone's trading places. Me and him were making no money 11 months ago, telling people we're gonna be fucking rich, dude. And now guess what? We're gonna be fucking rich. It's 11 months, dude. So thanks for coming out. Connect with us. Any questions, hit us up.